Yes, today we have to discuss about that second unit concept designing procedure. So, how to design the uh, amplifier circuit with that consideration elements in the amplifier circuits in between input and output. So, that design procedure consider that components ranges at the input section and at the output section. Uh, to take that our consideration of that all components in between that amplifier circuit, we have to get the output response whatever the given input. So based on that component ranges consideration in the amplifier circuit, we will get that output that is there. We discussed already frequency response. That response is there at the different frequency regions. Just 50% information getting at some frequency and 900% information getting at that some more frequency, and also getting few more less amount of information getting at that one more frequency region. So that expected response getting at the different frequency regions in that graph as a variation of input frequencies at the input side, that responses getting based on that amplifier circuit components ranges consideration. Their components in the diagram is we have the capacitors there C1, C2, C3, and the capacitors ranges there C1 10 microfarad, C2 is there 3.3 microfarad, CE that is C3 there, emitter terminal capacitor 22 microfarad. And similarly we have to take that resistive components at that base terminal. R1 is 47 kilo ohms, R2 is 10 kilo ohms, and collector terminal resistor 2.2 kilo ohms, and emitter resistor 560 ohms, and load resistor at the output is 820 ohms. That much of ranges considering in the amplifier circuit to amplification operation between input and output at the different input signal frequencies. We have to get the responses like this, that is this response. So that is the response of the single stage CE amplifier. We discussed already in the previous classes how to get that, what are the important components considering for that like that responses in the amplifier circuit. But what are the ranges of the components considered in the amplifier circuit, and what type of responses getting at the output. So this response is getting from the amplifier circuit based on the components ranges considerations, right? In this diagram we have ranges at the different component values considered. Their capacitors C1 base terminal capacitor 10 microfarad, that much of range you must and should take. Similarly you have to take C2 3.3 and CE 22 microfarads. That much of range is considered in that particular place of the capacitor in the amplifier circuit. You will get that like that responses only. Similarly we have to take the resistive components, but how to take that ranges only in the particular place components values for the faithful amplification operation or good amplification operation or good response at the output as a given input signal is very important. For that ranges considerations are to take that values at the particular component place. We won't get that directly, right? But we have some standard parameter values and components values, and that values getting with that standard parameter values considerations. But what are the standard components values, parameter values for the amplifier circuit is we have the power supply VCC is equal to 12 volts. That is the minimum DC supply at the collector terminal for the amplifier circuit. That is 12 volts. And there consider the transistor is BC107 and the configuration is common emitter configuration. That transistor configuration current gain amplification factor beta, that is HFE design procedure there. HFE is equal to beta. HFE is the current gain, that is there. Amplification factor beta is equal to 110, right? So that is a standard values there. Their beta value is not a 110. That beta is range in between 20 to 400 values, but in between that value, with that 110 range, we will get that amplifier output response somewhat better compared with the other lowers and higher values. So there choose beta is 110 and IC max is equal to 100 milliamps. IC max is collector current maximum, we have 100 milliamps, and VC max is collector emitter voltage, that is the output voltage maximum is 45 volts. So these are the standard values considered for the for to get that amplifier other component values, right? So for the other component values purpose, we have to take that power supply there from the circuit diagram. VCC is equal to 12 volts, IC is equal to 2 milliamps, right? Since the equation point is in the middle of the load line for the amplifier, what is the equation point? Already we discussed about this in the last semester EDC subject, transistor amplification. Equation point is the operating point. At that point in that amplifier output is we will expect the amplifier signals or amplifier amplification operation, that is the good amplification or good faithful signals we will expect that operating point in the graph. And VC is equal to 50% of VCC, that is equal to 6 volts. 50% of VCC is, the VCC is there 12 volts given, but VC value is 50% of VCC. So VCC is equal to 6 volts. So that 50% of VCC is that's are the consideration for the amplifier circuit. Then only you will design the other component values in the amplifier circuit. So these are the common factors considered for the amplifier circuit operations. Next, VRE is equal to, what is VRE there? Emitter terminal voltage. Emitter terminal voltage is equal to 10% of VCC. 10% of VCC. VCC is there how much? 12 volts. So 10% of VCC is considered 12. So 10% of VCC is equal to 1.2 volts. So 10% of VCC, 10% of 12 is equal to 1.2 volts. That is VRE. VRE is emitter terminal voltage, right? Next, assuming IC is equal to IE, we have IC is equal to IE because this is a current equation of the transistor, right? Actually current components of the transistor there IC, IB, IE, but current equation of the transistor is IE is equal to IC plus IB, right? In some cases consider the IB value is a smaller value, so that IB is neglecting in the current equation. Finally we have to get that emitter current is equal to collector current only. Next, VRE is equal to emitter terminal voltage emitter terminal voltage across the resistor is ICRE is equal to IE because IC is equal to IE. So VRE is equal to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. There VRE is equal to IE into RE. Next, what is the IE value there? IE value is 2 into 10 power of minus 3, 2 milliamps. That is IC value there. Already considered, selected, assumed that value IC is equal to 2 milliamps. So 2 into 10 power of minus 3 into RE is equal to 1.2 volts. VRE is equal to there 10% of VC, so 1.2 volts. Then RE is finding, that is equal to 1.2 by 2 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to 600 ohms. How to find or select that emitter resistor value in the amplifier circuit is, this is the procedure, right? 600 ohms is the emitter terminal resistor, but standard value of resistance is there 560 ohms. The transistor for the amplification operation at the emitter terminal resistor standard value is 560 ohms. These are the standard values, but they're getting 600 ohms. So near to that value we have considered the standard value. That value is implementing the amplifier circuit for to get the output is faithful amplification, right? Next, voltage across collector resistance. Voltage across collector resistance, that is there RC. Voltage across RC, that is VRC is equal to power supply VCC minus VC minus VRE. Voltage across RC is equal to VCC power supply minus output voltage between collector emitter terminal voltage, that is output, minus VC minus emitter terminal voltage VRE is equal to 12 minus 6 minus 1.2 is equal to 4.8 volts. That is voltage across RC. Next, from that values we can find the RC value. R is equal to V by I. R is equal to V by I. But there R is the collector terminal resistor. So RC is equal to V RC by IC. R is equal to V by I. Collector terminal current is considered IC. So 4.8 by 2 into 10 power of minus 3 is equal to 2.4 kilo ohms. But the selected standard value is 2.2 kilo ohms. So here after calculations again we want to go standard value, means that is 2.2 kilo ohms, not getting in the implementation of some values in that equations, because that all are assumed values, right? So we can choose that standard value, but that value is near to the derived value. That's why they are considered 2.2 kilo ohms. This is 2.2 kilo ohms is better in the circuit to amplification operation between input and output. Next, base current. So how to get the base current in the amplifier circuit is IB is equal to IC by beta. Actually current amplification factor beta is equal to output current by input current. In the diagram, output current is IC and input current is IB. So from that equation we will find that base current IB is equal to IC by beta is equal to IC is 2 into 10 power minus 3 by 110, that is equal to 18.2 microamps, right? Next, take I2 value. Where is the I2? I2 is there at that base and emitter terminal between R2 current is I2, right? So IB current over already derived, IC also derived. Now I2 current is what? I2 current is there I2 is equal to 10 IB. This is the transistor amplification base current values, that is the biased voltage getting across the R2. So we have to take that value is I2 is equal to 10 IB. Then these are the standard implementation or consideration for the transistor amplification operation. That's why there I2 current is at 10 values of IB base current, right? From that, then I1 is equal to what? I2 is R2 resistor current, I1 is R1 resistor current, right? Then I1 is equal to this. So at that mixed point, base terminal current IB and R2 current I2, these two current is equal to R1 resistor current I1. The sum of R2 current and base terminal current is equal to I1 current, right? So that here considered I1 is equal to I2 plus IB. What is I2 there? 10 IB plus IB, that is equal to 11 IB. Next, base voltage is what? At that midpoint, base terminal I1, I2, IB mixed point voltage is there, VB, that is equal to VRE plus VBE. What is VRE? Resistor, emitter terminal resistor voltage plus base emitter voltage, that is there. VRE already find it, that is 1.2, and VB is standard value, that is the diode cut-in voltage. Here considered 0.6 and textbooks considered 0.7, sometimes considered 0.6 and or 0.7, no problem. That is the standard values considered for that diode conducting current there. That is equal to VB is 1.8 volts. Next, R2 is how much? How to find that R2 and R1 value? R2 is that midpoint voltage and I2 taking, so R is equal to V by I, R2 is equal to midpoint voltage, that is base terminal voltage VB by I2, that is there. VB is equal to 1.8, I2 is their equation, I2 is 10 IB, right? So IB already find at 18.2, 10 into 10, that is equal to 9.9 kilo ohms. That value is considered for 10 kilo ohms only, that is select standard value of R2 is 10 kilo ohms. Next, how to find that R1 value? VCC minus VB by I1, VCC minus VB by I1, that is equal to R1, because I1 current is flowing through R1 from power supply VCC, right? And that I1 current is flowing in between VCC and, in this diagram, that I1 current is flowing in between VCC and VB. So the current passing through resistor R1 is VCC minus VB by R1, right? So that is equal to R1 is equal to VCC minus VB by I1. That variable value is implementing in the equation and getting 51 kilo ohms. But standard value for R1 is 47 kilo ohms. So that much of range is enough in the amplifier circuit at the particular place to perform the good amplification operation. Next, design of RL, load resistor. So how to get the load resistor value? Won't get that load resistor yourself. With that other element supports, we will get that load resistor value, and implementing the resistor component value in the place, and we will get that output response is good response. But here designing RL is finding is how is gain of the common emitter amplifier is given by the expression is gain of the common emitter amplifier AV is equal to minus RC by RE, collector resistance to emitter resistance, where RC is equal to RC, small resistor RC is equal to capital letters RC parallel RL. The two output amplifier output terminal resistors RC RL are parallel, and RE is equal to 25 millivolts by 2 milliamps. 2 milliamps is IC is there. IC is 2 milliamps there, right? So that value is implementing there. That is 12.5 ohms. RE is getting 12.5 ohms. For a gain of 50, substituting in the expression, we get RL is equal to 873 ohms. You have to assume gain value there 50. With that assumed value, we will get that load resistance is 873 ohms. Select the standard value of load resistor is 820 ohms. So with the small assumptions consideration in the particular places, we will get that some value, and implementing that values in the amplifier circuit, and do the practical operation between input and output, and we will get that output response, and that response is our expected response. So these components ranges are standard ranges at that particular place for the amplification operation. Next, design of coupling capacitors there. So how to design the coupling capacitors at the base terminal and at the collector terminal, that is CC1 and CC2. XC1 should be less than the input impedance of the transistor. Here Rin is the series impedance, that is there XC1 less than for Rin by 10, right? So XC1 value is smaller compared with the input impedance, that is Rin. Here Rin is equal to what? Rin is equal to, at the input terminal, resistance is equal to, there we have the resistor components, that is the potential divider network, that is R1 parallel R2 parallel HFE, and Re is equal to 47 kilo ohms and 10 kilo ohms. Parallel and HFE Re value. HFE is assumed there, current gain, and Re is also finded in implementing that all values. There Rin value is 1.17 kilo ohms. Next is we get Rin 1.17 kilo ohms, then XC1 less than 117 ohms. So XC1 value is less than 117 ohms. For a lower cutoff frequency of 20 Hz, CC1 is equal to 1 by 2 pi FC1, that is 1 by 2 pi F is there 20 Hz, and XC1 is there how much? 117, 6.8 microfarads. Next, select the standard value of, there CC1 is 6.8 microfarad is nothing but equal to 10 microfarad. So that 10 microfarad is better at the particular place capacitor ranges for the amplification operation. These are the standard values. Next is there similarly XC2 less than equal to R out by 10, where R out is equal to RC, output resistance, impedance, resistance is there RC, then XC less than equal to 220 ohms. Already RC find it there. So CC2 is equal to 1 by 2 pi F XC2, that is equal to 1 by 2 pi F value is 200 into XC2 is equal to 220, that is equal to 3.6 microfarads. Select the standard value is value of output terminal capacitor, coupling capacitor range is 3.3 microfarad, enough for the amplification operation. Next, design a bypass capacitor is to bypass the lower frequency 200 Hz. Xc should be much less than or equal to the resistance Re, less than or equal to resistance Re. So Xc less than equal to Re by 10, that is Xc is equal to 560 by 10, that is Xc less than equal to 56. Apply value of F such that the amplifier has good gain at lower frequency of 20 Hz considered. So that values are implementing there, and emitter bypass capacitor is there 14.2 microfarad, and the standard value is there 22 microfarad is better for that amplification operation without any losses or disturbances. So these are the components designed procedure for that good amplification operation between the input and output. right? So in that amplifier circuit, all components ranges mentioned with that small assumptions, that is the parameter amplifier circuit parameters assumptions and the particular places. We have a components ranges selected, getting, and that standard value selected. With that ranges in the circuit implementations, we will get that amplifier output response is like this, right? So based on that responses, we will expect that amplifier circuit all designed components ranges are suitable ranges or any others, right? So here response is very good in the three different frequency regions, that all designed components ranges are better ranges for the consideration of amplifier circuits at the different particular places, right? So this is a procedure to find that amplifier circuit components ranges. So how to select take that range, that component ranges in the particular places, right? So we won't take that ourselves that values, and first we have to take that amplifier circuit parameter values and assume that values in the range of the particular parameters, and with the support of that parameters we will assume that some small values of that other components or parameter values, and we will find that circuit other component ranges, right? So in this amplifier circuit, all components ranges are standard ranges. You will get that output response is good response with these components only, right? You can change these components in the amplifier circuit. You will get the output response is changed response, not getting like this response. Getting that response is somewhat good response or bad responses, that is a weak responses getting. So better responses getting at the different frequencies, we have to select that standard values, that's are these values are better, right? So for that component finding purpose, you have to follow the procedure is this procedure, right? But this subject is a designed is electronic design and analysis, electronic circuit analysis and design, how to design the common emitter amplifier circuit. So with this procedure you will design the amplifier circuit, and you will get that output response is good response as given the input signals, right?